So the topic that we're going to learn today is modal verbs. The question that you will be asking yourself will be, what are modal verbs now? Modal verbs are nothing but in English when you say, I can do it, I should do it, I want to do it, I like doing it. So all these verbs that we have are known as modal verbs. And that are the verbs that we're going to study today. So let's start with all the kinds of modal verbs that we are having in German. I am writing it here, you can see. So these are the 7 modal verbs that we have in German, namely können, dürfen, sollen, wollen, müssen, möchten, and mögen. Let's first of all see the meanings to all these modal verbs and where we use them. First is können. Können will be used where in English you use can or be able to. For example, I say, I can do my homework alone. Now it shows my capability that yes, I'm capable of doing that alone. I don't need anybody else. So that is where I use können in German. It sometimes shows capability and sometimes it shows also possibility. Wherein, for an example, I say, if my brother is asking me like, today is weekend, so will you be able to come with me for a movie? I would say, okay, I see if I can come. I see if I can come. I'm talking about possibilities here, correct? I have to see if I can manage this work. So can shows in most of the cases capability and then also in some cases possibility. So wherever you are using can in English, in German you will be using können. The next one that I've written here is dürfen. And in front of dürfen I've written permission, guidelines, allow. So if you're seeking for somebody's permission that may I come in, may I drink water, may I do something. So when you say may I, you're seeking somebody's permission, you are just seeking that somebody would allow you to do something. So allowance and permission, there you will be using dürfen. And in some cases it could be also guidelines. Now, for example, you went to a restaurant and in that restaurant a board is hanging wherein it's written, you are not allowed to smoke. You are not allowed to smoke. So that is something that you haven't asked, but there's a guideline of that place that that place wants you not to smoke. So there also you will be using this modal verb dürfen. The next one, sollen. Sollen is used for suggestion. Sollen is used when you are giving somebody some suggestions. As in, I suggest you to do this thing. I advise you to do this thing. Also, where you say should in English. You should do this thing. You should drink water daily. You should do your homework every day. So whenever you are saying should in English, in German you will use sollen for that. Also, these things, whenever you suggest somebody, that is not a compulsion for anybody else to do. Correct? If I say we should keep our environment clean, so that is just a mere suggestion to other person and that doesn't make something necessary to be done. The other modal verb that we have here is wollen, and wollen signifies my wishes or desires or wants. For example, I say that I want to eat an ice cream. I want to eat an ice cream. That shows my desire, that shows my wish. So I will be using wollen in that case. Okay. If I say I want to study German, I want that, that's my desire actually. So I will be using this modal verb. Things that are compulsory for you, you must do, you have to do. In that case, you use müssen. For example, if I say I have an exam tomorrow, I have to study for that. I must study for that. I'm having a toothache, I have to go to the dentist. So things that are compulsory and then cannot be like waived off. So in that case, you have to use müssen. Let's have a quick revision. Können can. Dürfen is something that you are seeking permission for. Sollen are for suggestions. Wollen are for wishes. Müssen are for some compulsory things. How you can learn it? You can learn it with the first initial. Können, C for can. Dürfen, you have to learn permission. S for sollen, S for should. W for wollen, W for wish. M for müssen and M for must. So this is how you can learn it. Now, the last two modal verbs that we have, möchten and mögen, most of the students are very much confused between these two modal verbs. Let me make it easier for you and let's see some examples. Let's see the difference. Möchten is would like, whereas mögen is to like. So wherever in English you say would like, I would like to have a cup of tea, you will use möchten. And if you would say I like tea, I simply like tea, you're telling about your likes and dislikes. I like this, I like that, I like tea, you will use mögen there. If today is weekend and my brother is asking me, would you like to go for a movie? I say no, I would like to stay at home. I say I would like to stay at home. I'll use möchten. And if somebody asks, what do you do on weekends? And I say, I like reading books. I like reading books, mögen. So that is the difference between the modal verbs that we have, möchten, mögen, können, sollen, wollen, and so on so.
As you could see, I have written the conjugations of all the modal verbs. While learning these conjugations, few points that you could remember are: the first point, that ish and RSC conjugations are same with each and every modal. Also, with the first three personal pronouns ish, du and RSC, there are no umlauts anywhere except möchten. Opposite to that, while you are conjugating the modal verbs with the last three personal pronouns that are wir, ihr, sie, you are applying umlauts except sollen and wollen. The third point that you can notice here is that while you are conjugating these modal verbs with the first three personal pronouns that are ish, du, RSC, the form of the verbs are changing a little. For example, wollen. Wollen's conjugation is not like ish, wolle, du, wollst or something like that. Ish will, du willst, RSC will. So these are some tips and tricks that you could keep in mind while conjugating modal verbs.
So whenever you're using a modal verb, mostly you're using other verb along with it. So what you're supposed to do is, the modal verb will be at second position in the conjugated form, as in it will get conjugated to the personal pronoun. You will write the rest of the sentence and the other verb that you're using has to go to the end in infinitive form. Let's see some examples. The first example is, my mom is not at house, I have to cook today. So in German it will be, ich muss heute kochen. Ich muss heute kochen. So just do remember that the modal verb will stay at second position and the other verb will move to the end in infinitive form. The second question is, we should play football. We should play football. In German it will be, wir sollen Fußball spielen. Here this sentence is a suggestion that we should play football. If I change this sentence to I want to play football, then my German sentence will be, ich will Fußball spielen. The next two sentences are, I like Taj Mahal and I would like to visit Taj Mahal. I like Taj Mahal will be, ich mag Taj Mahal. And when I say I would like to visit Taj Mahal, I would say, ich möchte Taj Mahal besuchen. I hope now you understand what modal verbs are and where you have to use which modal verb. Tschüss, bis zum nächsten Mal.